We talked about a little bit about our histories. I had gone to Cornell University, and while I was there, I was the chairman of the Cornell Advocates for Rape Education. I worked for the Rape Crisis Center. I actually did my honors dissertation on theories of date rape. Wow. It's a study. I have really studied this issue and have seen it. Last week we had a hearing at Ways and Means, and we had students, Jewish students, who had been harassed on campus because they were Jewish. It was a woman, it was a college student from Cornell. And I was absolutely appalled that that was happening on a campus that, I'm not going to say how many decades ago it was, but that really seemed to take it seriously. I mean, I helped write our sexual harassment policy for that university. Mm-hmm. And now not only are they allowing these types of protests to occur, it's their university professors that are leading them. Right. There was a history professor, Russell Rickford, at Cornell, who said how exhilarating October 7th was promoting Hamas's atrocities. Not talking about the women, not talking about the men, not talking about the babies that were butchered, their heads cut off, the women who were in the streets, blood pouring out of where they had been violated, beaten, mutilated, and shot as a last act of terrorist activity. Didn't talk about the women who right now are being held captive, being mutilated, being raped continuously. Brett Kavanaugh, God love him, when he came on the scene and was looking to join the Supreme Court, you had all of these women's organizations who came out, did not mind besmirching his history, him as a person, his family, women who had worked with him. Where are their voices today? Where's the anger? Where's the outrage? Was it all feigned because it was political? Why can these people not say, Hamas has committed atrocities of war using rape of women and men and children? Why can they not condemn that? You know, the whole hashtag #MeToo movement. You know, believe all women, except if they're Israeli women, except if they are conservative women, except if they're women who don't continuously have the same narrative of some of the uber leftist politicians and organizations that we see. It took months for some of these groups, and I appreciate the fact that you have women like Cheryl Seidler who come out and actually speak. But some of the women that we serve with, when they finally were guilted into making comments, were so tepid. And did anyone actually believe them? Or did they just feel like it was a politically expedient thing to do? I'll just go ahead and make a statement. These are atrocities. This is the worst atrocity committed against the Jewish people that we have seen since the Holocaust. This is their 9/11. And for some people in the world to be going around and saying, no, we need to have a ceasefire? Are you kidding me? You've got over 200 people who are being held captive now. God knows what's happening to them. And you want to have a ceasefire. How about you fight to get those lives back to their families before you start talking about, you know, let's not fight for it. Let's not fight for their lives. I have no problem saying that we support the Israeli people, we support what IDF is doing, and that we absolutely need to wipe Hamas off the face of the earth. Not just for Israel's sake, but for the Palestinians as well, who are being held and brutalized by that regime. So I am proud to be able to lend my voice here and talk about the atrocities, calling it out for what it is, identifying the people who are doing it, and saying that we support not only their annihilation, but we support the people who are fighting against them. And I appreciate, you know, having other strong female voices on this panel, and men who are speaking out on this as well. You can't do it enough. So thank you very much for inviting me today, and thank you for your interest in this topic.